Hi, welcome to Matt's Garage. Today's gonna be a little bit different, actually a lot different. I wanna tell you a story. I wanna tell you a Bronco story. And I wanna tell you specifically my Bronco story. It all starts back in 2016 when I bought my first Bronco. Brought it home, the kids, everyone was excited about what this new chapter in our lives would bring. Hey guys, what did Daddy do today?
He bought a Bronco.
Is it a new Bronco or an old Bronco?
Old.
Is it ready to go or does it need some work?
It needs a lot of work.
All right.
Daddy, is it a girl?
What do you want it to be?
I don't know.
Hi, welcome to Matt's Garage. I'm Matt Galanians and these are my two little monkeys. You want to introduce yourselves?
My name's Niobe.
My name's Gavin. I have dirt on my hands. We were just playing with some rocks.
Okay, great. But what I learned was, after some troubleshooting, that this wasn't going to be all fun. It was going to be a lot of work. So I dug in and ended up taking that whole truck apart. I can smell my chest hair burning. For this next question, I just want to show you an inside shot of the inner fender. The other side is the same. I've seen worse on TV. This piston definitely has some scoring and uneven wear. But I was powering through and making some progress, you know, and I learned a lot along the way. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my first time setting up a Ford 9-inch. Is it gonna work? I don't know. Oh, and then I really got bogged down when I got to the body work. Oh, that was rough. That was really rough. So basically you see here, I've cut out the parts of this body I'm going to use, which is the windshield to cowl piece, main piece there that goes across, and then the top of the firewall here, and then this piece. That piece is like 60 bucks, so for me it was in good shape. It's worth cutting out and reusing. See how the kick panel is angled way forward at the top like that? I suspected that was the issue. I noticed that the holes didn't line up. But I managed to pull it together and then I ended up with a nice little roller. But life had other plans. You know, we really needed to build this house and money was a factor and room was a factor and the kids were growing up and there was a lot happening. I made the tough decision to let it go. Years went by, we decided to do it all over again. And that day we brought home this Bronco with the kids again, so much older, it was a lot of fun.
That's good. That's good. Clear on my side. Good on mine.
And I just want to point out to you that, Niobe, right between your hands, there is a legitimate bullet hole.
Whoa. What?
This time things were going really smoothly. You know, all the experience from that first one was paying off. I mean, I was making great progress. And then we shot it in this red color, which I still love that decision. I mean, this red just pops. And then we capped that season off with a little burnout. A lot of reds I looked at were too pink, and a lot of reds I looked at were too orange. I wanted something super sexy. Like, have you guys ever seen that Super Bowl commercial for the Fiat Abarth and the girl in the black dress? Like, I wanted a color that gave that sexy vibe. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. But after driving it to Tom's event, I quickly realized we had some issues. The clutch wasn't working properly. The motor was hurt bad. And right on the underside, these are the bolt heads for this advanced adapters kit. Okay, and this new style clutch fork rests against that, so this isn't able to pull back fully. There's definitely some metal in there. It's not like insane, but there's some glitter. So I'm gonna pull the filter and cut it open and see how much glitter we've got in the filter. So I threw a new engine in it, put some Go Fast parts on the engine, even topped it off with an Edelbrock ProFlow, which I initially loved, but then had major problems with. But we got that finally figured out, along with some fuel system issues. Today we're going to be assembling this short block. Of course, it's never in the right direction. All right, there you go. I figured it out. Oh my goodness. It is nothing I did wrong. But next time you see me, I'll be installing a new distributor or giving you an update here. Once that was done, you know, she was dialed. And she's been dialed. I really haven't done much to her since then. But here's the thing. My Bronco story, it ends here today. Actually. It's January of 2026, and I have sold this Bronco. Now, it's a great story, actually, because the story continues. The guy I sold it to, his wife called me, because he knows this Bronco. I work with this guy. And he just wouldn't shut up about it. So she managed a way to get my number through one of his coworkers, and we did a deal. And today is his birthday party. So I'm gonna drive this up to him and deliver it to him on his birthday. First of all, he's a great guy, works hard, construction industry. Him and his wife also are farmers, like just great American people, like the kind you'd want as a neighbor. So I'm happy to have him get it. But then also just the story of his wife keeping the secret from him for all this time. And you know, I drive this to work sometimes, like to that site specifically, just to make him drool. You know, he has no idea. It's really a cool thing to be a part of, actually. So the Bronco story actually lives on. It lives on inside me. You know, that sounds cheesy, but let's look back at all the friends that I've made, all the people that I've met, all the Broncos that I've seen, all of the interesting experiences that I've had. Like, how could somebody regret that? Got the fenders off. Today we're going to tackle the body lift.
What are you doing, man?
What?
This is mine. This is mine. What are you doing in my
dude,
garage?
I didn't think you'd be home. So this is the Tom Hyde from Lick Creek Restorations, located in Southwest Virginia. I'm just going to do a quick walk around of Roy's red Bronco here. He's got the jack in there. I mean, give me a break. The detail on this is fantastic. I'm here on another Subscriber Rides episode, and this is Frank. Frank's been a long-time subscriber to the show. Thanks for having me out here, by the way, Frank.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
It's like butter. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's so good. And a subscriber of mine reached out, Ed. He's got a few Broncos with some good stories, so let's get to it. And he did Route 66, drove up through California and Oregon, and came and met me up here. All right, let's get this thing in the shop and bleed some brakes.
Let's do it.
I'm just barely, okay. Wait, stop. All right. Did I get my money out of this? No, the market's not great right now. It was okay though, I did okay, you know? And it's not about the money really, it's about someone enjoying it. You know, the guy, Joe, I sold my Scout to, he's up on one of the islands, and he's having a great time with it with his kids, you know? I'm hoping the guy I sold this to enjoys it for his life and cherishes it. That actually brings me more joy than me having it in my garage, honestly, guys. So we're gonna move this girl out, or we're gonna move something else back in sometime this summer so I can bring joy to somebody else. And maybe that's my mission here at Matt's Garage. See you next time.